Now, remember on the African Diaspora News channel, make sure you subscribe to African Diaspora News channel because some people only subscribe here, and African Diaspora News channel is our main platform, along with other platforms like AfroWire AI. That is our AI-powered news network. Make sure you check us out there. Just as much as we have this podcast, Emancipation Media is another platform that we have. So check everything out, and also Soraya the Songstress. That's our music platform. But the other night, we covered about Ilhan Omar interrupting at the State of the Union. And a lot of people felt a certain kind of way about that. Well, if you know anything about James Carville, you know he has been around for a very long time. He's been a Democrat strategist. He was pretty mad at Ilhan Omar for, what she did. And he is wanting her to move around now. Let's go ahead and check that out.
Why don't you just get out the Democratic Party? Honestly, start your own movement. All right, let's do the simple math. Probably 69%, I don't know, we could call Jim Gerstein or Jeff Garrett. Roughly 69% of the people going to vote in November, maybe more. Let's do 70 for just round math, are going to be white. Of that, 48%, maybe a little more, are going to be male. So that's roughly, let's just call it 33 1/3% of the entire election. Well, let's just run against them because that's so goddamn smart. All right. So now we're going to have a campaign by the progressive left against white men who vote about a third of everybody that votes in an election. Why don't you, lady, start your own party? And then when it's over, if you want to caucus with the Democrats, fine. We agree with a lot of things that you do, but we don't believe we ought to be running against white men. In fact, we don't think we ought to be running against any gender, any ethnic group, any race, any religion, or anything else. Goddamn, these people are just helpless. They cannot be helped. There's nothing you can do to help them. They don't want to be helped. And if they had any guts, they'd start their own goddamn political party and get out of ours.
Well, James, just go ahead on and let that anti-black racist culture out. Because that's exactly, I heard every bit of what he was saying toward the end. Because at first it started off on Ilhan Omar, then he went to we can't help these people. Well, wait. I thought Ilhan Omar was the subject matter. It went from her to starting their own party to we can't help these people. They need to get their own party. No. That was a straight up dog whistle. And Ilhan Omar, because maybe somebody sent this to you. You see, they look at you no different than they look at us. They probably don't, I think they don't like you a little more because you're too mouthy. Okay, you way too mouthy for them. Because see, if you like the Congressional Black Caucus, ma'am, they'll be cool with you. They will have no problem. Do you ever hear James Carville saying anything negative about the Congressional Black Caucus members? No, because they stay in line. They don't get out of line. You understand what I'm saying? So not only does he want her out the Democrat Party, he want her to start her own party, say, maybe you can caucus with us, but other than that, no. But my main thing is toward the end when he said, oh, you can't help these people. And all that, like, first of all, sir, none of us want your help. I can't speak on what Somalis got going on, but I can speak on Black America. We don't want your help. We want nothing from you. Matter of fact, we want you and your party to leave us the hell alone. That's what we want. I can't speak for Ilhan and with her gang, but I can speak over here. We don't want nothing to do with you. We don't want your help. We don't want you saying nothing to us. Leave us alone. Only thing you can do us at this point, or do for us, is bring us our cash payment reparations. That's the only thing you can do at this point. If you're not going to do cash payment reparations, right? Anti-black hate crime bill, minimum, then leave us alone too, and we good. Because your party is the one to come around wanting the black vote. It's your party, sir. I told y'all that Democrat Party, that white liberal, and Malcolm X told you way before I told you. He told you that the white liberal is worse than the white conservative. He told you. He told you that the white conservative, he basically upfront how he feel, and I can respect the white conservative for that. Because at least I know if I engage the white conservative, I know exactly what I'm getting and what I'm dealing with. So we can actually have a respectful conversation because of that. I'm not joining with him. I'm not joining his party, but I can at least have a conversation. But that white liberal, like James Carville, he's worse. He feel like that white conservative, but a lot of times they try to pretty it up. Now he's up in age, so he don't want to hold back no more. That's why his racism spewed out in that manner. Once again, James, nobody wants your help. You can't. Matter of fact, why don't you go help white people? Go help them. White people in the rural areas, white people in the cities, go help white people. Because they need your help. They really need your help. We don't need your help. We fine. When they had the government shutdown, did you see a bunch of us in the food bank line? No. It was your people, sir. Go help your people. Clearly, your people need the most help. We'll be all right. See, black folk, for a long time, have been having to make it with nobody's help. And all that lying that y'all were doing, including your party, sir, Democrats, oh, black people on these food stamps and black people this and all black people, until that government shut down and the whole world got to see who was on the food stamps. Because see, that view of y'all in food bank lines, that went all over the world. That's one of the reasons why they can say what they want to say, but that's one of the reasons why that government shutdown happened, had to wrap up, let me say. Because those images of a bunch of white people, basically poor, can't feed themselves. What were people saying in other countries? I thought America was rich. Why is all them people can't feed themselves? They got quote unquote poor countries and people don't starve. Americans can't make it? What is this? A lot of people was asking questions. And it was the folks that was the poster children of that image. It wasn't us. But they lied to themselves for years that everything was us. We're the poor ones. We're black people so horrible. Oh, about black people. No, it's not us. It was y'all. So here's the thing. The Somalis, we know, are getting their wake-up call. They're getting it. Ilhan is doing exactly what the Somalis want her to do, though. She's outspoken. She talks the way she talks, and that's part of her culture too. Though that's what people don't understand. When I told you, people bring their culture with them everywhere they go. That's truly what they do. Is bring their culture. In her culture, that fighting like that's part of the culture. I know you've seen Black Hawk Down. That's part of their culture. So she's really not doing nothing no different than what her culture do. Y'all didn't know that before she got in Congress? But James isn't the only one that feel that way about, well, I'm going to say not just Somalis, but black people. We try to help these people. Like, no, trust me, y'all need more help than we do. Y'all do not need to help nobody but yourself. Go help yourself. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the liberal for you. But oh boy, they couldn't. Boy, and Trump posted that thing on there about the Obama, the monkey thing. Oh boy, oh look at Trump. Oh my God, look at his racism. Oh, he's a racist. And I'm like, you just as racist. What are you talking about? You're not better than him. At least he's upfront what he does. He don't hide. Whatever he got going on, he don't really hide it unless he's trying to hide his participation with Epstein. He hides that best way he can. But everything else, he don't really hide that. But y'all hide it. You be doing the same thing, just not upfront with it. You're a coward. At least the conservative, I respect him because at least he's upfront with it. He's honest. I'll tell anybody, give me an honest anti-black racist any day than some dishonest, trying to deceive me, acting like you my friend. No. Because not only you can't stand me, but you're a liar. And that's even worse. I can respect an honest anti-black racist than a lying anti-black racist. You can't respect a liar. That you cannot respect nobody who lies. Because what's the old saying? If you're going to lie, you're going to cheat. And if you're going to cheat, you're going to steal. And if you gonna steal, you gonna kill. Everybody know that from the old school. That's why you can't. Don't gonna be around me lying. If you don't like me, let me know. I'm cool. Like I said, I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it. But hey, at least I can respect your position, and I know not to be around you. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what y'all think about old Carville. He wants Ilhan out of that party. Oh boy. And because he don't want you making white males upset. Like white males are the only people that's gonna vote in the election. Just thinking about that. You seriously think that only white males are gonna vote? There's gonna be people of all communities vote. America isn't just white males, sir. It's made up of black people, the different groups in the diaspora. It's made up of Hispanics. It's made up of Asians. It's made up of all kind of other groups. It's just not a solely white country anymore. And the more and more, because y'all not having kids like that, the more and more you go along, the decisions in this country are going to be made by everyone else but you and your group. Because they having way more kids than you. So all that stuff about, don't say nothing to the white men because they going to be, you messing up. You know, you're speaking against a lot of part of the country. You're like, no. If she gonna say something, she can say it. That's fine. Who are y'all that she can't say nothing to? Black folks got to hear from everybody, but nobody can't say nothing to y'all. Who cares? Y'all not gonna vote for her anyway. Her Somali communities wasn't gonna put her back in office. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. She's insulated in the community that she's not really worried about getting voted out. But yeah, this guy got some nerve. Don't say nothing about white men because really? Well, don't say nothing about nobody then. How about that? But anyway, yeah. James Carville is just showing you his horns. That's all it is to it.